flower folks, welcome to Share Inspirations. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at fall winter care for hollyhocks, along with how to fertilize them and harvest seed. As you can see here, I have the two that I showed earlier, and then this one right here, and then I got another one right here, and then another one way back in over here, and then its little babies that it produced from the seed that dropped there. Now, if you notice, the canes have been cut off. Now, I wanted to mention here, there's a few different ways you want to do this. There's a few different options for you when you want to cut the canes that you see here cut. Number one, if you don't want the plant to spread, you can go ahead and cut the canes when the flowers have barely wilted. That way there would be no seed production, and you can be certain that it's not going to be invasive if you have that issue. Number two is you want to use the flowers in cut flower arrangements like I do, and cut the canes and char them on the stove and then use them in the vase. That way you know for sure that the flowers have been cut. Again, there's no seed production. If, however, you want the seeds to come about and you want to collect some seeds for certain varieties, then you can leave them until they're ready and they start looking like this. This is the stage you want to harvest the seeds in. The pod starts to open. There's a ton of seeds in there. I don't do this for all of the varieties. However, I do it for the ones that I know for sure are going to be wanted in the seed exchange groups and are in high demand. These ones right here that you see, I harvested about a month ago, and I'm just going to take out all of the pods and go ahead and separate all of the chaff from the seeds and collect them in buckets. The hollyhocks has a tendency to produce a ton of seeds. As you can see, these came from just one plant. And this was right here, and this was the maroon variety, that's super dark maroon, almost black color. Now the canes can be cut down even lower. I left them a little bit higher only because at the time when I cut them, they were a lot more leaves. Now as time goes on, as you can see, there's a ton of dead leaves too. I leave that for mulch for now because it's still cold weather. The plant is continuing to grow. I am in Southern California, high desert, zone 8B. If you are in cooler climates, you would probably notice that the plant is looking a lot more sadder than mine here. As you can see, this one is a little bit bigger and has a lot of of course the dead leaves from the previous season, but it's still continuing to grow. And this was one of the ones that I cut flowers from. That's why the canes are still higher, and I'm going to come in and go ahead and cut the canes down as the season progresses, because they start flowering around May for me here. The time frame when it flowers will vary depending on where you live. So that was how to harvest seed and when exactly to cut the canes. As I gave you three options. Now we come to fertilizing. I personally like to use tea and coffee mulch. And this is nothing but used tea and coffee that I have collected. The stuff that is in tea bags I also have here. And all I do is I'm going to go ahead and I take this into the plant and just go ahead and take a teaspoon full and just drop it near the roots. When it waters, when my sprinkler system waters, or when it rains, the nutrients, the nitrogen and phosphorus and the small varieties of potassium in this waste will continue on to be released in the plant. and that way I don't have to purchase chemical fertilizers at any point. Also, when cutting the canes, you want to use something sharp. So say for example, I'm not sure how sharp this one currently is, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. So you want to go down and go ahead and give it a cut. Like that. This is when you can, like I said, you can do this in different parts of fall, earlier fall, winter. If you are in mild climate like me, you can do it a little bit later and get away with it. And it's up to you what you want to do with the seed. You can either just cut the canes a lot sooner. They can be cut, you know, up to like this. And as you notice, they're dead. There's no life. There's no life in these. If you were to just leave them, as time would go on, as the season progresses, they will just, you will just be able to go ahead and pluck them and they will come right up. And same thing is applicable to, see, all the canes. This one right here that I had cut, completely dead. You can hear the crisp. So this is how to do fall winter care for your hollyhocks. My variety is called Indian Spring Hollyhocks. I have 3 colors, the pink, the bright pink one, the maroon one, and then I also have the white with salmon inside, which is this one right here, and this one I believe. And then I allow these ones to go to seed because I want these to multiply. So it will depend very on what exactly it is you want to do for your hollyhocks. If you live in an area like me and you find that they're a little invasive, go ahead and cut them down before they form seeds, so you no longer have that problem of, oh my god, there's seeds everywhere. Because as you saw, the seeds they're everywhere. They produce a ton of seed, and I have buckets and buckets full of seeds indoors that I have cleaned up already. And that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.